Today we're going to talk about the sacred science inside all of us. Magic. The magic within, the magic inside. Every single one of us, not just some, but everybody, you especially. So in Theosophy, there are three main objects, and the third one is to investigate the unexplained laws of nature and the powers latent in human beings. Latent meaning not used, dormant, inactive. We all have them. They unite us. We all have these abilities. We are far greater than our five senses tell us that we are. And religion and magic have gone hand in hand since religion and magic have been around. Actually, if you look at the texts, look at the ancient texts, and you will see stories. You will read stories of waters parting, of food falling from the skies, of healing the sick, raising the dead, of divine texts being written down, therefore becoming scriptures. They're divinely inspired. That's what inspired. They've been inspired and written down, and then therefore they become Holy Scripture. So angels coming, ghosts, or beings from outside the physical realm or understanding, UFOs even. So what are these? How come it's okay if it's written down a long time ago, but when it happens now or recently or outside of the organizations, then therefore it's bad? For example, when people have tried to heal the body with tinctures and herbs from the woods, or midwives say, for God's sakes, if the mother gets an infection and she dies, they want to blame somebody. Obviously, the woman is a witch. Burn her, burn her, burn her. Or how about, say, you're in church and you're enjoying the sermons and the lessons that are coming through, the sacerdotal priestly teachings that are coming through in Latin. Okay, when they disperse that, they are giving them to the masses. But when the masses said, maybe we want to write those down ourselves. Maybe we could translate that into something we can read then at home and study in groups or study on our own time. And here is actually, this is a page from one of the first English written Bibles. And it got them in trouble because the church said, only we can distribute a doctrine that is this loving. So therefore, because you've done that, we shall burn you at the stake. How about, so you've got this idea here of a phantom man, a gigantic phantom man that lives in the clouds, that gets pissed off, it gets angry, it gets jealous, it gets vengeful. Yeah? And he lives up there outside of our knowledge or visibility, expecting us to live by rules that if we violate, not knowing that they are the rules, by accident, we will still burn alive for all eternity because he loves us. Yes, of course. Make sure, though, that you have to give all of your cash to this particular organization because gold leaf ceilings are far more spiritually superior. Now get on that stake. It has been said that God has created man in his own image, but I believe it's far more accurate to say that we have created God in our image with our character defects of anger and vengefulness and pride and just control and dominance. That's what we've created. We've done that. These churches are really cartels. A lot of them say they have the monopoly on the divine, and all of this division and fighting and war and suffering is because we are clashing because we believe and we will murder others to prove that we have the most loving God. Does that make sense? No. And the internet has given way for even more of this to come through, more different organizations coming through, different individuals. You know how many messiahs there are these days? There's a lot. You should look. Google it. Take a look online. So these magical, sacred science abilities that are latent within man, what are they for? What are they? Well, I will say that when I started studying and started this channel, I read a text for you. It's even on this channel. I've read it as an audiobook. And it was what pointed me towards the teachings of Theosophy. But one of the chapters deals about clairvoyance and clairaudience, clairsentience. And a lot of you are here, a lot of people came in wanting an instant fix. They wanted to be able to do that. What is that you gain if you are able to access these powers? Some people are able to access them easier than others, but they are there within everyone. And most people that I have seen, some, I should say most, use them for personal gain. And some of them even use them to prey on others who are missing someone who has passed away, to use their powers to take advantage of humanity. So if you are to have this ability, what is your motive? What is your motive to have clairvoyance? Is it so you can see beyond the veil? Yeah, that's good. That'll help you see that there's more to life than just the physical world. But is your motive to help others? Does the suffering of humanity crush your heart? Is man's inhumanity to man one of the reasons that you're here on this channel? Do you feel that call? Well, then I think you're probably in the right place. Theosophy teaches that clairaudience, clairvoyance, okay, in the secret doctrine, which is the pure teaching. I'm going to read to you what it says about clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, life therefore manifests our own faculties and energizes our own functions. The vision which leads to the supreme realization is the real clairvoyance, which is not the power of seeing at a distance, but rather the faculty of spiritual intuition, through which direct and certain knowledge is obtainable. That's what clairvoyance is, and that's what it's for. And that is the whole point of the latent powers in man. This is what we're looking at, is to access these for the benefit of all mankind. So, the three objectives of Theosophy are: 1, to form a nucleus of the universal brotherhood of humanity without distinction of race, creed, sex, caste, or color. 2, to encourage the study of comparative religion and philosophy and science. And 3, to investigate the unexplained laws of nature and the powers latent in a human being. And that's you. And thank you for letting me share today.